going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Down here at Whitehill again this morning. Subscribe if you're new. You probably are, given the circumstances. One video. Anyway, I'm going to do an aggressive versus defensive challenge today. Sometimes I don't really know what to hit off the tee in certain situations, whether to be aggressive or defensive with it. So I'm going to hit 2 balls and play 6 holes for both, and yeah, see how it goes really. Yeah, that was a decent shot. For a first swing of the day, that's come off lovely. Now I'm going to take a 5-iron off this tee. Good shot as well. I mean, the reason I thought I'd do this, sometimes, you know, it'd be good to get a bit of an insight into the difference between hitting an aggressive play and a non-aggressive play sometimes. I mean, this first hole, for example, it's pretty open, so it might really be worth hitting driver anyway, but if you can take an iron off the tee and still get in play into a decent position, maybe it's worth it. Up here at my 5-iron, which has come quite a long way. I think it's rolled quite far down the hill. I've literally got 140 left in or something, so I'm going to play a pitching wedge. Pulled that so far left. Right guys, going to play a gap wedge here for my drive. Just missed the fairway, so I mean, unfortunately I've pulled my pitching wedge, but you know, it's a better play, but we'll knock one up there. That's a good shot. So my pitching wedge just left of the green. Got to play a lob wedge up there really. Hopefully just get it on. Not much green to work with, so just want to get one on the green. Got that up there nice. I think it might have just rolled on a bit. That's a bogey from the defensive ball, and I've got this for a birdie with the aggressive ball. Just really under hit that. Par and a bogey, so yeah, there's not really much excuse for the pitching wedge that went left, and the putting wasn't brilliant on either, so I think you can take from that, if you're not at the top of your game, then really either or at the moment, because if you get yourself down there somewhere and a shot into the green, you're probably alright either way, or at the moment anyway, so it's even to 1 over. Same again, I've got a 5-iron and a driver here. That's a bad strike, that could well be gone. This is the club I'd normally play on this hole. Just knock a 5-iron down there really. Just down the left, but a little bit of a toey strike. But it's down there and it's in play. 5-iron, I'm about 150 away. I'm taking an 8-iron down the hill. That's right up there by the flag. So yeah, balls ended up not too far from the pin there. Bit of a breaker. Yes, birdie. It's a great birdie that. What a putt. Right guys, 1-1 as we stand. Par and a birdie. Got a par 5 now, so it's a difficult one, but it's well, obviously I'm going to play a 5-iron again. I haven't got a 4-iron, I need like a 4-iron. I've got a 3-wood, but still quite an aggressive play, so I'm going to take 5-iron still and a driver, because it's quite a short par 5, so we'll see. You've got to play it up the left. A little bit of a cut, but it should be good, or it should be just in the rough on the right hand side. 5-iron. Lost it in the sun a bit there, but I'm pretty sure that's up the middle. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying creating these videos. If anything, they're just good for me to watch my swing back, see how it's going, and see what I can do to improve. Looking to get like matches on the channel, scrambles, even anyone who wants to actually play a match, let me know. It'd be good to get matches going on the channel and stuff, and do maybe a series like that. 5-irons just sort of crept into the rough, It's not gone too far because it's up the hill, so I've got a hybrid really for my second shot. Yeah, that's a good shot. It's just up the right hand side. One thing I'd say about driver is it's going quite a long way at the moment just because of the ground. So that can, on par 5s, helps a lot. So I've got an 8 iron here. I could end up left, but we'll see. 2.5 holes in, sort of realising it's very much whichever club you're consistent with is the best to take. I know it sounds obvious, but it's like, you know, if you're not consistent enough to say, right, I'm going to strike it pure off the tee every time with an iron or with a driver, then really it doesn't matter that much. You just got to take what you know you'll hit a good shot with. 5 irons just here. I see the other one down by the green, so fairly level, but we'll have to see how these go. 58 degree lob wedge, just going to try and get it, just stop in front of before the green and roll down. Exactly as I wanted, so can't complain with a birdie putt. Right, this is the driver one. Hopefully I can get on and have 2 putts for a birdie and make 2 birdies. I've hit that like an idiot. Just shows that you can get yourself in a position, but if you can't chip, guys. Left it short, not great. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's another birdie with a 5 iron. But I think that just comes down to the putting, if I'm being completely honest. I said that comes down to the putting, I meant actually the chipping more than anything, so just the short game in general. It's a birdie, again, 2 birdies in a row actually for the 5 iron, which by the way I've never got, but I know this is kind of cheating a little bit, but because I'm playing 2 balls, but... Oh no, it's early doors, the sprinklers are still on the green, which is not great. It's just a straight par 4 to be honest. Play it out to the right. That was close to a slice, guys. That was not great, but it's going to be up in the fairway. Just came really off the neck, to be honest. Anyway, 5 iron. Again, that's in the fairway. Not a great swing. You'll probably be able to see that was jerky, early extension, the lot. I mean, things I'm working on, but just not a great swing. Right, I've got to hit a 7 iron into this green. The water's on, or the sprinklers are on, so I don't really know. There's no one around. I'll knock one up there anyway. Looks like I'll be getting wet. 5 irons just snuck off into the rough. Driver's in the fairway up there. I mean, that is right at it and it should be on the green, but we'll see what the water's saying. A bit further up, probably going to take a 9 iron here. Guy has just turned the water off, which is good. Yeah, that looks good, that's up there. You might not be able to see because we're into the sun here, but hopefully, because there's a couple of good ball flights there. Right guys, 7 irons just come up short, 9 irons pin high. So they're both for a birdie. Five irons currently 1 up after 2 birdies on the bounce. Now par. Driver for a birdie. Two pars. They remain 1 up. The 5 iron. Firstly, aside from this challenge, played 4 holes, made 2 birdies. I mean, I'm playing with two balls, so it's different, but I mean, the golf's been, you know, relatively good this morning. It's always a good day for golf, I suppose, but 2 holes to play, and the 5 iron remains 1 up. My driver's not been fantastic today. That's actually why, you know, it's losing, I think, really. Another driver, just get one down there, down that pole in the middle, and there, see how it goes. not a bad strike. Hopefully that's just on the right, might just have caught the tree line. I'm just going to knock a 5-iron down there again. Tiny bit chunky, but it's in the fairway. But I'll be a way back. Although I keep calling it 5-iron versus driver, really it's just aggressive versus defensive is sort of the aim. Just happens to be driver and 5-iron for me in this situation. But I would say overall, so far the 5-iron sort of come off better with the positioning. Really, it's just positioning yourself in a place where you can hit a good iron in is always good. If the course is a little bit shorter, you put yourself in a good spot a lot of the time with an iron. So, and there's often trouble because it's quite tight. But you know, it really comes down to, you know, what you are confident with. Right, I've got a 9-iron here, guys, from the 5-iron. It's in the fairway, left side. It's actually pretty well positioned. Got to get one down there, hopefully get on the green for in regulation here. I'm hoping that just kicks down and round onto the green. You've got to play it up there anyway, so we'll see. It's actually a really good example of where driver might not be the play. I've cut myself off a little bit behind the tree. Got to hit a lob wedge, try and get it up. I could go underneath, but I think I'm actually just going to knock an 8-iron underneath. And it's rolled just off the back. That will go down the hill as well. Now I've got this for a birdie from the 5-iron one, so oh, that's a great part of me. It's a bit more difficult to do on a par 3, but I'm taking an 8-iron for my defensive play. I'm just trying to get one on the front of the green, and a 7-iron to try and play aggressive towards the back and seek the pin a little bit. The aggressive one first, 7-iron. Might just be long left, but not a bad play, not a bad position to be. Oh! Not a good strike, just left it way out right. The 8-iron basically needs to be a bit of a flop. That is literally inches too short for being very good. If it had got over this, it would have been great, but prop it up now, prop it up. It's not great though. Right, I've knocked this one back on it. Just bounced long with the 7. Thought it. Defensive play. This is a putt for a bogey. Wow. It's a double from the defensive play. Knock one in here for a par. Oh my goodness. A double and a bogey finish is not the way we would have liked to end it, but that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, defensive play won in my book here, but that's not to say that it's the play for everyone. I mean, it's not necessarily the play for me. I mean, I struck my irons today probably better than I struck my driver, and that is realistically why that's happened. And so it's just good to know. I mean, it's an interesting thing to try every now and again. Sort of tests you in terms of the way you are off the tee and how you're playing. So trying to grow the channel, enjoying doing it. So yeah, like the video, subscribe guys. Yeah, and I'll catch you next week.